The year is 1954, and with no launches for 3 months. In April, Anya Fisher takes the X1 out to breach 40 kilometers. The engines ignite, and she is on her way. She must pull up hard to gain enough altitude before the engines cut. The engine cuts out at 37 kilometers, and Anya coasts to her apogee at 42 kilometers. Gliding down to the Atlantic, Anya deploys the landing gear to create more drag. She splashes down, and the mission is a complete success. Now, a few days later, on the 15th of April, ZBSA's most important mission yet lifts off from the pad. Its goal reaches 3,000 kilometers downrange, unlocking contracts to place satellites into orbit of the Earth and proving the agency has the technology to reach orbit. The job of this is given to an A4 with 2 upper stages, one propelled by an uprated XLR-11 designed for the X2, and one by an AJ-1027, an uprated version of the VAC Corporal, used on boomshot. In fact, the third stage is a boomshot without the fins. Approaching Miko, fins begin to spin up the rocket, and 16 spin motors fire to stabilize the upper stage. The XLR-11 ignites and continues to propel the craft to its destination.
The second stage about to shut down, the third hot stages and separates. All stages having fired successfully, and the trajectory set in stone, the mission is complete. Entering the atmosphere, Boomshot is destroyed. August 3rd, the 9th A4 is readied on the pad, but this XLR-41 propulsion system fails to start. Ignition is reattempted, and the missile, with its film camera, is on its way into space. The camera is separated and left to coast to apogee. Lessons learned from Downrange 1. The chute is armed, so even without comms, it will deploy at the desired altitude. chute deploys, and the camera splashes down in the Atlantic. A day later, the X1 ignites its engines for the 10th and final time, as it has reached its absolute limit. Work has begun on the X2, a plane theoretically able to reach far higher speeds and altitudes. The engines cut, and the X-plane coasts to 46.5 kilometers before beginning to fall. Gliding past the Space Center, a new technique is used to bleed off speed. This minimises the distance from the shore recovery crews must sail to reach the rocket plane. The X1 splashes down, and its final mission is complete. October 1954, a fifth biological mission is launched, but this time an improved biological capsule is utilised, carrying a small dog. The engine cuts, and the capsule coasts to its apogee. The pod belly flops into the atmosphere, plasma licking at the sides of the sample, subjecting it to intense heat. The ship deploys, and the mission is complete. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. More videos from me are on screen, and I hope you watch some of them. I hope to see you on Wednesday, and if you're new, please subscribe. So what's out? Never asked me to subscribe.